2020-2021. So St. Mary Blake Mission School Incorporated presents Technology and Livelihood Education 9. So this is Miss Gia Empinado Gumob, your TLE 9 teacher. So Quarter 1, Week 1 module, Management in Food Service. So here are the general objectives and instructions. The following are the objectives that every learner must accomplish after this module. First, you have to identify the operational functions in food service management. Discern what type of service operations to put up in the future. Follow the principles of food sanitation and safety. How to learn from this module. So to achieve the objectives cited above, you are to do the following. Take your time watching this video or the teacher's video recording of the discussion or reading the lessons carefully in TLE 9 book. Follow the directions or instructions in the activities and exercises diligently. Answer all the given tests and exercises. So now, let us first check on what do you know. So read each item carefully. Identify if the statement is true by marking it check or false by marking it X. So write your answer on the space provided before the number. So tanawa ang inyong module sa page number 2 diha. Nana siya naputol kay nag-adjust peron ang printer namo is guba. So number 4 hasta number 8. Kopyahon ninyo ang naaning video number 4 hasta sa number 8. Then i-post dayon ansiran. So again, write your answer in the space provided before the number. So mura lang siya true or false galing X og check ang ibutang. So ayo kalimot kopyaha ang number 5 ug number 8 kay putol. Ay number 4 pag gidi ay sa page number 2 sa inyong module. So now, yes, so that's it. Let's proceed. So chapter 1, Management in Food Service. So this chapter presents information on food service management and operational functions. Kung sa operational functions sa food service, we have purchasing, mga receiving, and storing. So food sanitation and safety ato po daring hisgutan og gamay. So this chapter makatabang ninyo as a learner to discern what type of food service operation or business to put up in the future. So but first, let us first know what is food service. When we say food service, it is the art and science of planning, preparing, cooking, and serving of quality meals in large quantities. But ipasabot ang food service di ay grade 9, muna siya ang pamaagi sa pagplano, sa pagpreparar, sa pagluto ug pagserve ng mga dekalidad nga mga pagkaon sa dako nga or daghan nga tawo, for example sa kasalan, sa mga restaurant, sa birthday. So pinatawag na siya food service. So in food service, we have food service as a system. So let us first define what is system. Nga ginagamit ang term ng system under food service. So food service as a system here states that it is an umbrella of interdependent parts working together for a common goal. So the interdependent parts of a system are known as subsystems. So ang system din tawag mo siya umbrella, tag umbrella di ba sa Bisaya ka payong ga cover. So mura na siya ga cover sa whole independent nga mag-work together, unified or ma-organize ang usa ka establishment or for example mga kalan-an diha. And then ang under po niya nga nakaangot is ginatawag og sub-system, mga party or kumbaga mga nakaangot. So that's it. So there are 3 major subsystems. So first we have the operation subsystem. So the operation subsystem is composed of people with primary functions and activities of the operation. Kinsa man ni ang mga primary functions? For example is the server, the waiter. Kay sila ang usually makita nato nga murag sila ang gaobra nga first primary functions. But then we still have the second subsystem, which is the management subsystem. Kini naman pong management subsystem, it consists of people and the activities involved in planning, controlling, and making decisions. So sa management subsystem, gina plano, gina control, di sila ang himog desisyon, sila ang supervise. So usually under is mga food service manager, mga supervisors, mga head, mga leaders, sila ni ang under sa management subsystem nga nakaangot. Number 3, we have information subsystem. So it is the collection of people, machines, ideas, and activities that gather and process data to provide the necessary information. Example is mga flyers. Mga flyers murag-mural siya mga advertisement, mga pasayod para diha mo mga pay, para diha mo mamatchoy, para diha mo mukaon. So information subsystem na siya panawag. So meaning na kini silang tulo, this is very important, mga nakaangot ni siya sa isa ka system para maging effective ang ginatawag natog usa ka food service establishment or usa ka organization sa negosyo nga related sa food. So now, kato sila nga subsystems operate within the organization supported by available resources called input, throughput, output, and feedback. First, let's talk about input. Mingon tag input, mo ni sila mga raw materials or energy from the environment that are transformed by the system. So, mo sila mga raw materials and energy from that are transformed by the system. So, using food service organization as a system, materials, money, personnel, time, energy, equipment, facilities, and information are the so-called input. Kato sila mga money, mga primary nga resources, mga raw materials, under na siya sa input. Then, number 2, we have throughput. The throughput refers to the process, pamaagi, ways, used by the system to transform raw materials and or energy from the environment into usable products or services. So, the throughput or the processes used by the food service system are the assembly of materials. So, assembly of materials, we have the menu, planning o process na, purchasing, pagpalit o process Japon, receiving, pag-inspect, storing and issuing. Then we have under process is the production, the preparation, the pre-preparation, so wala pag-preparar, then the preparation itself, cooking, then we have the sanitation and safety. Then diha na din mag-appear ang distribution. So next we have output. Output means the product or service that came from the system's throughput. So the goal is the efficient service of quality meals. So that is the output. So meaning ang product ang resulta. So under output is the efficient service of quality meals and the customer and employee satisfaction. Dapat ma-satisfied ninyo ang inyong customer. Then we have the feedback, which provides the information and the success and or the failure of aspects of data or energy processing. So that's it. That's the 4 food service organization as a system. So let's proceed to the food service objectives. When I say objectives, mo siya mga giya, mga paagi, nga kung diin kinahanglan nimo ma-achieve kung magpatakbo ka or magpadagan kag usa ka negosyo about related sa food service. So first objective is to satisfy customers by serving high quality standards. So meaning to say ang food service establishment dapat makasatisfy silang customer. So unsaon? So they have dapat ang ilang customers maka-perceive of a high level of service. So mga serbisyo nga gi-offer. The number 2, provide well-balanced, nutritious, and delicious food. So dapat ang ilang food nga i-offer is very important that includes a variety of food for customers to choose from. Naglain-lain nga po na pilian na dapat nindot, dili ka ng mga panos-panos, dili ka mga lata-lata, dili ka ng mga langawon dayon. So dapat delicious, nutritious, and well-balanced. Number 3, we have offer food at reasonable and affordable prices. So, bot ipasabot, as a food service managers, you have to be very affordable ang inyong mga gi-offer nga mga food. So, the food cost must cater to the majority and that customers are guaranteed to be satisfied with the food value. Kung unsa presyo nga ilang gibayad, dapat worth it ang ilang gibayaran diha. Number 4, offer prompt and excellent service to the customers. So meaning to say that customers should be served with as much promptness and courtesy as possible. Greet, maayo makig-abi-abi ba? Number 5, provide adequate facilities. Facilities and environment tastefully furnished contribute to pleasurable eating. So, mas maayong pagkaon kung tinlo, kung limpyo. The atmosphere consistently rank as the first on the record in selecting a restaurant. Di kay daghang langaw, di kay daghang kaayong mga hugaw sa kilid, ana ba, dili matrapuhan dayon, niya langawon. So, maka-discourage na sa inyong customers. Dapat always adequate facilities, meaning limpyo. Number 6, provide high standards of sanitation and safety. So, which are concerns of every customer nga kung diin dapat limpyo and well-designed working area, dining room, storage area, and ang ilang mga CR. Dapat naagi CR kada food establishment. So, mao siya ang gina-require. So, the achievement ana nga mga guidelines, mga sa objectives nga naisgutan nato is the responsibility of the managements of the food service establishment. Food service processes. So, food service involves the following processes to attain the desired outputs or objectives. Para ma-achieve to atong objectives kay nangagisgutan, kinahanglan na mga process. So, first process is the administration. When we say administration, it is the management and the supervision of the food service operation. So in short, administration refers to the food service manager, food service supervisor, food service leader, food service owner. So that is the administration ang gadala. Kinsay gadala? Tag-iya. Isa pa gyud ang gisaligan sa tag-iya. So, that is administration. Sila ang gadala, sila yung mahatag og mga policy, mga pamaagi kung saon maging maayo ang ilang negosyo. Number 2, purchasing. This is the process of buying food supplies needed for the food service operation. Another term pagiday sa purchasing grade 9 is procurement. So, mao na siya ang pamaagi sa pagpalit og mga supplies nga kinahanglanon para mag-operate ang imuhang food service business. Number 3, food service process is receiving. So this is the inspection of the materials delivered or the items ordered. Pag-receive, syempre pag-inspect or pag-what. Number 4, food service operation. Food service process, is storing. So this involves the proper storage of food to avoid wastage. So this involves nga after it has been received, after nimo na dawat, it is important factor to avoid loss and wastage. So dapat i-keep siya kung diin siya dapat ibutang. Ikapsagdaan ra, for example, mga frozen foods niya, di nimo ibutang sa refrigerator. So madaot na ang inyong supplies. Number 5, menu planning is to plan and implement menus for each business. So pagplano og mga different meals. So, maayo ka magplano mga varieties of menu. Number 6 is food preparation and cooking. Ang pagprepare sa pagkaon o pagluto. Number 7, humani mo prepare, mag-serve na. This is to be done by the waiters. Sila na ang serve or mga timbang niya. Number 8, food safety. So, human ato ni mo na serve, this includes the cleaning. Manghugas na, kaya na-serve na, human na sila kaon, abi. Manghugas na ka sa pinggan, utensils, mga gamit, mga equipment, o sa area. Manilhig na ka sa palibot. Number 9, maintenance and repair. This process involves the maintenance and repair of the equipment. For example, basig gubaon na diha ang inyong coffee shop, ang inyong suga di ay kahulugo na niya, nagkaon ng inyong customer, natagakan, pahak ang ulo. O diba? Dapat you have to ensure the maintenance and repair of your place to ensure the safety of your customer. Again, nang number 1 rule sa business ani is to satisfy customer. So, di sila masatisfy, imbes ka mo pa no ireklamo kay masakitan na sila. Number 10, accounting. This includes the operating statements, budgets, and filing such accuracy. So, sa mga income na ni siya, mga clerks, mga cashiers, mo nilang obra. Mauna sila ang nakala sa mga budgeting. So, those are the 10 processes of food service. So, now, let's proceed to types of food service system. So, first we have conventional. Conventional food service system has been used traditionally over the years. So, by this type, the food is prepared in a kitchen in the same facility where the meals are served and held a short time, either hot or cold, until serving time. So, this type the food kuno is prepared. So, kung dira ni mo preparar sa may kusina, dira ra pud nimo gi-serve. For example, nagluto ka dira or dira ra maghulat sa for example sa kanang mga bindo-bindo ba like mga quick mga inana mo na pwede na ma-consider conventional na poy kanang dira ra magluto, magpaluto kag pansit canton dinhi. Dira ka sa kilid sa preparahan gahulat. Conventional, very traditional. Number 2 is commissary. Commissary, this type is described as a large central production kitchen with centralized food purchasing and delivery of prepared food to service satellite units located in separate remote areas for final preparation and service. Kini na pod large or central production with na siya mga outlets, na siya mga branch na located separate or remote areas. For example, ang Jollibee na ay sa magazine, na ay sa nursery, na ay sa baliya. So, kung diin dira ang dito ang ilang main, dito na sila mag-prepare. For example, ang main branch is ang nursery, so dito sila mag-prepare din. Human na nag-prepare, dadon na dito nga okay na luto na tanan and then i-serve na lang ato nga sa ilang mga branch dito sa magazine or sa baliya. That is commissary example. Then, let's proceed to number 3, ready prepared. So this type, the food is prepared on the premises, then chilled or frozen and stored for use at some later time. So kini naman pong ready prepared, this means that food is ready prepared in advance before serving time. So that is the 3 types of food service system: conventional, commissary, and ready prepared. Next, let's proceed to the food service management tools. So, for able direction and supervision of a food service, managers use indispensable mechanical or visual tools of management, such as first we have organizational chart. So, under organizational chart, it presents the line of authority in the organization. So, mao ni siya ang lines of authority kinsa ang head or organizational structure, president, vice president, secretary, treasurer. So nay inana kinsa ang manager, ang supervisor, ang assistants, ang waiter. So mga may lines of authority siya din kinsa ang pinakataas, kinsa pinakanubog position. Number 2, we have the job description. So, job description is an organized list of duties reflecting required skills and responsibilities in a specific position. Kini naman po, mao ni siya ang may mga duties and responsibilities. For example, food and beverage restaurant manager. So, unsa ilahang duty bilang manager? So, for example, ang iyang duties is to provide first-class service to guests, minimize wastage, and effectively manage the restaurant within the budgets agreed. So dapat may nakalaan diya unsay kuan sa server, sa waiter. So dapat they will serve the high quality meals to their customer. Mo sa job description. Number 3 is the job specification. Job specification is a written statement of a minimum standards that must be met by the applicant for a particular job. Unsay mura ni siya kuan criteria or mura ni siya og resume ni siya unsay standards nga dapat makuha antes siya i-hire. For example, graduate siya sa HRM antes siya maging worker diha nga restaurant. So next we have the work schedule. So work schedule is the outline of work to be accomplished by an employee with the stated procedures and time requirements for his or her activities. So, mura na siya outline. For example, alas city in sa 8 to 9 magsugod na siya og panglimpyo. For example, sa mga janitors, sa mga waiters, mag-start na ilang serving time. So, that is work schedule. So, again, the 4 food service management tools are very helpful in food service establishment in order to be organized and specify their designated areas of work. Next, we have the operational functions of food service. Unsa di ay ang mga functions sa food service? So we have purchasing, receiving, and storing food supplies. So under this, purchasing, receiving, and storing are 3 closely related functions in food service operation that need close monitoring and supervision. So, nganong dapat may monitoring and supervision? First, when we say purchasing, una diha man tagsugod mamalit. The process of buying man ang purchasing. So, dapat may monitoring. Kabalo ka pila ang budget, pila ang allowance, pila dapat mabilin, ana. Next, we have receiving. So, after nimo ma-receive, i-inspect nimo kung dili pa expired ang items, mga food supplies nimong napalit. Then, storing. Pag-store sa food, di nimo gina butang. Pasig-pasigdaan rin nimo dira na nga baho na. So, it should be keep at the right storing area. For example, sa mga refrigerators, mga freezers. So, that's how the operational functions of food service management operates very well. So, next is the sanitation and safety in food service. It is a must that food establishment must accomplish and formulate the highest possible standards of cleanliness and safety. Yung cleanliness, ano sa ganit? Yes, ang kalimpyuhon. So, dapat i-ensure gid ang cleanliness sa kada area. For example, na may kapihan sa ulihin, na may batsuyan, dapat i-ensure na limpyo na siya tanan. So, food sanitation means that keeping the food free from harmful bacteria to prevent contamination. Contamination is ang mga lata na mo na siya nga makahilo na kung kanon. So, first, under this, we have the foodborne illness. When say foodborne illness, ano siya ang result na ang contaminated nga food nga gikaon, panawag na foodborne illness. So HACCP is a systematic approach to controlling identified hazards specific to food or processes. So HACCP is the acronym for Hazard Analysis and Critical Control Points. Hazard Analysis and Critical Control Points. So, mao ni siya ang na-approach nga kung diin makontrol ninyo ang pagbaho, ang panglata sa mga food. So, HACP na siya yung mga preventative measures nga ginahimo. So mga ra na siya inventory ba kung saan pamaagi dapat himon para ma-save ang mga food. So having the necessary knowledge, base, and an understanding of food safety principles is a must when designing, implementing, and monitoring a successful food safety program nga naman. So by being knowledgeable enough in sanitation and safety, mas ma-ensure nimo nga secure imong customers o makuha nimo ang imong number one nga goal na satisfaction sa customer. Kung i-apply nimo ang different principles of sanitation and safety in food service. So that's it. So those are the different points, the different discussions. So it was very huge but still comprehensive discussion. So let's proceed to your assessment. So multiple choice. So read and analyze each question. Box the letter of the best answer. So kini siya putol na pud ni siya sa page number 3 ni siya tan-awa sa inyong module. Page number 3, number 3. Kopyaha ang number 3 ug ang number 4. And then circulan ninyo ang answer box the letter of the best answer. So good luck. Gipang discuss ra to nako tanan. So next, let's proceed to the next type of test, identification. So identify, then write the answer on the space provided. Then lastly, we have the essay. Pinaka-paborito tanan. So in English, in 3 to 5 sentences, how will you orient the staff regarding food safety principles if you are putting up a food business someday? So paano ninyo i-orient? Paano ninyo mapahibalo ang inyong mga employees, mga manugubra, mga waiters? Sabi, for example, maging kuha na mo someday, mga food service managers, supervisors, mga chef. So unsa inyong paano ninyo sila i-orient para maging maayo, mapalambo ninyo ang inyong negosyo? So I'll write it in 3 to 5 sentences. So now, this is your practical activity. What you can do. So this is a performance task worth of 50 points, practical activity. So visit a local food service operation or establishment. Kapihan ba diha? May batchoy-batchoy ba diha? Karinderya ba diha? Sa duol ra po sa inyo ha. For example, sa bago, sa magasin, sa nursery, naraman na. Then mahangyo sa tag-iya or sa or sa manager nga interviewon siya about aning mga pangutana. Mananghid og tarong. So ang pangalan sa establishment, for example, Balias Cafe. Then pangalan sa tag-iya, for example, Rinrin Talabiros. Dayon number 3, skills and qualities desirable when hiring. Unsa mga kwalidad nga ilang gina-require kung mag-hire sila sa ilahang employee. For example, sa server, unsa ilang dapat ba mga hilig mang staff or unsa. So kamo na bahala. Number 4, principles applied to ensure food safety program. Unsa ang ilang ikuan para maging safety? Keep ba nila ilang food at the right storage or not? Then lastly, number 5, amidst of COVID pandemic, how they follow workplace safety procedures. So ang ilahabang employer or mga customers gawear ba og mask or wala ra, ga-sanitize ba or wala. So pangutan-on ninyo sila na din dili mambugos ha, kuan na siya kanang optional. So dapat be respectful and courteous. Mag-greet gid mo dayon antes ninyo sila interview. So then finally, take a selfie or photo with the establishment you visited and save it from your gallery. Then have it with me during the scheduled return of this module, as that serves as your activities documentation. So good luck and God bless my grade 9 TLE students. So these are the references kung may mga labi na gitong mga walay cellphones or ganahan mo mukuan mong search pagid about sa topic. So available ang libro sa library TLE 9 book page 3 to 24. Then for inquiries, mga pangutana, just chat me in my FB account Gia Empinado Gumug, or you can come to school at SMLMSI faculty. So that is all for today. Have a great day, everyone.